Let's move on to round 5. And if you haven't caught on, we're doing just the skill position players because it's a fucking fantasy football podcast. So we're going to go to the LA Rams. Jacob Harris. I thought this was a sneaky good pick.
I agree.
But I'm going to kick it over to the gurus and see what you guys think.
What, it's a 90th percentile speed score, burst, agility, and catch radius. When we're talking a 6'5", 200-pound guy with a under 4'5", 40.
Look at those metrics, man.
He is 24 years old, so that's weird.
He's a little old.
But 2 years of production with, 23.6 yards per reception and 18 yards per reception over the last 2 years. Oh, man. It's only about 40 yards per game, but...
Yeah, but here's why I'm intrigued. 6'5", 220, 4.48 for Jacob Harris. So Jacob Harris, are they trying to give Matthew Stafford a new Calvin Johnson? Obviously, like, let's pump the brakes. I'm not saying that Jacob Harris is going to be Calvin Johnson.
You heard it here first.
But that option for Matthew Stafford, he likes to have that big, tall, fast guy that he can throw the ball up to. All his other receivers, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, they fucking took Tutu out. Well, like, all these other guys aren't going to be that. Is this the guy that they want to be that option for Matthew Stafford? He's another guy. Put him on your watch list. Track him during training camp. If you start hearing the coach talk him up, maybe pick him up for no money. Like, let's see, because he's got the size, he's got the metrics. The metrics were just on the screen a minute ago.
We can go back.
You can go back. You can see these metrics. Like, he's an athletic freak, and he's big and, like, thick. Like, I don't know. Take a chance, because Matthew Stafford clearly likes those guys. Again, I'm not saying he's going to be Calvin Johnson, because Calvin Johnson was an inch bigger, 20 pounds heavier, and ran a 4.3. Like, he's just in another stratosphere, but they could be looking to supplement that role, was my thought the more I read about Jacob Harris. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm going a little far, but...
I was very excited about this pick. Very excited.
Yep, I think he's pretty awesome. Too bad, Van Jefferson. I never...
Should we do like a little funeral? Like a little moment of silence?
Yeah, I mean, it was like my 308. I think I'll be all right. That's who you got to cut. Make room for your Jacob Harrises. Well, we were already talking about old Luke.
Yeah, we talked about him earlier.
Luke Farrell out of Ohio State goes to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Ohio State.
So he's a pretty big guy, 6'6", 251.
Yeah.
He's young. He's 21 and a half, so he wasn't on the field too much.
Nope.
But in 2018, he played 9 games, and he caught 20 of his 23 targets. So, good job, Jags.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting...
Brevin Jordan was still on the board.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan's still on the board. He's the next guy we're going to talk about. Seems like an interesting choice to be Trevor Lawrence's possible starting tight end in a few years. His best season, 20 catches, 205 yards, and a touchdown in 9 games. Like, I don't know. But he could be that safety net. I'm not taking him, though.
No, I think...
I'm not interested.
He seems like he could be successful, but who the fuck knows, man?
There's a lot of... That's the thing with tight ends. It's very scary because there's a lot of tight ends that I would consider successful that aren't fantasy options. Like, they are integral to their team's success, but they're not fantasy options. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they help their team out exactly when they need to, and then that's it. Like, that's all they fucking do.
We're talking about a guy whose best season was catching passes from Dwayne Haskins, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Not excited about him.
This is the guy you stash.
No.
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 No, I think we're on the same page.
I don't even think he's on my watch list.
Let's dust this shit off.
I don't even... Yeah, let's move on to... I think an exciting tight end with the landing spot. Houston picking up Brevin Jordan. Obviously, quarterback is issue at the moment. But what do you guys think about this pick.
I heard their quarterback went to Stanford, so he must be a pretty smart guy.
I don't. Why did he fall? Like, why did he just keep falling in the draft? Like, what do we not know? I mean, Hunter Long went in the 3rd round, and I like Hunter Long, but I don't think he should have gone in front of Brevin Jordan. And I think Jordan found himself a nice, if uncertain, landing spot. Obviously, QB is a huge issue, but the only tight end he has to beat out is Jordan Atkins. That's not an unreachable goal. You know, like, let's go. We can do this. The only issue there is quarterback.
Yeah.
So I like him a lot more than a lot of these other tight ends we've talked about already today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, pretty much exactly what I said. Slipping, you know, production outweighs a lot of guys we've already talked about. He caught a good percentage of his catches, consistent production over 3 years. He is a pure pass catcher, and he does struggle against physical coverage, but I think that the sky's the limit because they need pass catchers.
They need pass catchers, yeah. He's going to get targets.
I think he's
for sure.
He's going to be awesome. I know they've ran a lot of like 2 or 3 different tight ends out in that offense, but this is a completely different system now, right?
Yeah.
So we got to look for them to want some consistency, and that's what Brevin does. So
no, I'm with you.
So what do we think about Kenny G falling all the way to the 5th round?
Wow.
Which is insane.
I'm not surprised.
It's crazy to me. I am surprised. And also, like, I don't know if I've made this clear on the podcast yet, but I don't trust the Eagles. They're another team that if people go there, I just instantly get sad about. I just don't understand. Like, he's a nice depth pick, but Sanders already does a lot of the shit that he does. So, like, what? I don't know. What's the point in taking him? Like, to supplement him, sure, but as a fantasy pick, Gainwell dropped super hard on my board after this pick.
You know, I was in until he picked up Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah. Again, what? Okay, cool. Like, there you go, Philly. Like, just what the hell are you doing? Like,
but you
picked him up like 2 hours ago.
Right. Yeah. They got Nick Sirianni, so Colts OC from last year. And
he's a little puppet, short and stout.
But if we think about the backfield for Indianapolis last year, there was an obvious, clear number 1 running back, but still the supplemental, the committee roles, they were
but Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines have completely different skill sets. I don't know that Kenny Gainwell and Miles Sanders are that different, are they?
I don't think Miles Sanders is going to be used as a pass catching back. Okay, he had a lot of drops.
Well, then his value drops a lot.
Oh
too.
Yeah, his value never existed. We got pretty high on the Doug Peterson horse shit last year, but we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay, well then, if Kenny Gainwell ends up as like a Nyheim Hines, that's still worth a 3rd round pick.
Yeah, I think late 2nd because Miles Sanders also had some injuries last year.
Okay,
so but this is a guy that's going to burn someone. Yeah, in my opinion, but I do think that more of like a redraft. I'd probably handcuff Miles Sanders with them.
Okay,
never know.
That's fair.
I would say
handcuff for sure. But I think handcuffs are in the 3rd round. 2nd round, I'm still looking for people that may start at some point.
Yeah.
Start
or
when
stealing,
the starter goes down. It's got handcuff Christian.
Or stealing handcuffs from other people like you did with AJ Dillon.
Yeah, dude. I'm a handcuff
That's when you
thief.
do that because then you traded him for
Same thing with Chase Edmonds.
Yeah.
I don't
do
get
that,
my own
but
handcuffs.
you don't take your own handcuff in the 2nd round, in my opinion. You take your own handcuff in the 3rd round. Like, I'm not taking Chuba Hubbard in the 2nd round. I'll take him in the 3rd for sure. If he's in the 3rd, I'll take his ass.
Like, if you say you don't have any handcuff in the game, Kenny Gainwell or Chuba Hubbard?
Chuba.
Okay. Okay, dokie. And I don't want Latavius Murray before we get to week 10 and you ask.
All right, you kind of want him.
You've been
intrigued. You've been intrigued, just not for the value I send you.
Right. That's true. I got the 311 for sale right now.
Honestly, if there are a lot of 3rd round picks I want, if somebody I want's there, I'll give you Tavius.
Okay.
311. Anyway,
I mean, there's a ton of 311s on, you know.
Trade talk.
I'm not just talking about Chahos and the chaos. This is a real 311.
Oh my God, amber, the color of your energy, kind of diff. So moving on. A word of advice though: if he does turn out to be a Nyheim Hines and has a 3 touchdown game, sell him for that first.
Sell him.
What were you thinking? Personal blunder of mine.
Oh, I
thought I could wait one more week and get it.
That was the greatest waiver wire pickup for a win I've ever had. I picked up Nyheim Hines and won by like 10 points, and Nyheim Hines scored me like 25 points last year. He had like 2 receiving touchdowns, and I was just like, whoa!
Let's go.
I had that Jack Doyle week where he had like 3 touchdowns. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I trade him. And I ended up cutting him just because. But yeah, that shit.
Anyway, let's move it along
on to the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota.
Let's talk about the new man on the Minnesota Vikings.
Is she going to fuck him too?
Good for him.
I actually haven't seen her. I don't know if that's
Ihmir Smith-Marsette, wide receiver from Iowa. We'll kick it over to you guys.
Oh, yeah. Smith-Marsette, man. I didn't watch any film on him, really, up until last night, and then I did.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, man. He looks serious as a motherfucker out there, dude.
Yes, he does.
Like, I don't know how I missed this guy coming out of Iowa. He plays physical. He's got speed, 6'1", 181. So, but he's physical at the line of scrimmage. He doesn't have amazing speed. His 40 was a 4.55, but he uses the speed in the route to evade tacklers and to get separation. He adjusts really, really well to the ball. A lot of cradle catches, over the shoulder balls, just running away with it. I was very impressed by him, honestly. So I think he's going to be the 3rd receiver on this team, in my opinion.
Okay.
Are you going to get that 3?
So I didn't watch any tape. Behind the curtain, I didn't watch much tape on any of these guys because I was going to wait until we did our talking about every single team. I was going to do it then. But now everything you're saying makes me like him a lot more because the things I put down were his 6'1", 181, decent size, decent speed. 2020 campaign wasn't the best, but 2019 he put up 722 yards, 44 catches, and 5 touchdowns. Yep. And there's a clear path to that 3rd wide receiver role in Minnesota. No insult to BC Johnson, but Ihmir Smith-Marsette might be taking your job. He might be taking your job, you know? Like, I don't know. So I like it on an offense that, I don't know, maybe is inconsistent, but they do like to throw the ball.
I think we see a quarterback change over the next 2 years. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a passing game shift, especially when you have Justin Jefferson on your team. Yeah. And I also think maybe
the decline of Dalvin Cook, unfortunately.
And the decline of Adam Thielen eventually, too.
Hey.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
He will never stop playing.
No.
Well, that's cool. Him and Travis Kelce can hang out.
I'll take both of them. Oh, wait.
You already got him.
I did.
Oh, you bastard.
He's robbed him from both of us, too.
Yeah, I do like this guy a lot. I think he could easily
he's another watch list guy for sure. And maybe even a 3rd round pick.
Did you guys see how he got hurt?
Oh, yeah. I'd take him at the 311 for sure.
Did you guys know his injury history where he sprained his ankle doing a flip into the end zone? And that was his character issues.
Boring. No, I'm just joking.
What a dick.
Nah, right? Dude.
Never mind. Don't ever look at him. How dare he have fun?
He probably missed church on Easter.
And just to clear it up, I watch film on like 5-6 these guys tops, you know. Just a couple of head scratchers. You know, when a guy goes to Minnesota, I got to brush up because I know the texts are incoming. So
yeah, you're damn right. I've been scouting his rookie card already. So let's round out the 5th round with Simi Fehoko.
God, we're only in the 5th round?
Yeah.
Oof.
We'll be all
right. Let's pump it out.
So Simi's he's 6'4", 222.
Yes, sir.
He's got a 95th percentile speed score for a big guy like that. That's pretty impressive.
4.49.
Damn. I would have liked to see the touchdown count higher for a guy that size. So I worry about his use in the red zone. But he's quick. He's big. 2020, he's got nearly 100 yards per game. We're talking 2029 was a 23.6 yards per reception on the average there. So the guy's pretty awesome. What is Stanford? And he goes to a team where he might be taking Michael Gallup's spot next year.
Oh, 100% he is.
Dallas Cowboys.
So this team that just paid their quarterback, they've already paid their wide receiver. They've got CeeDee Lamb up the train. They've got they've got money to spend. They're not going to spend money on Michael Gallup, as good as Michael Gallup is. To me, this was a red alert indicator Gallup's a free agent because this is his last year in Dallas.
Yep.
Simi Fehoko is going to be that third guy. And an offense, that's awesome. Like, as much as everyone likes to hate on Dallas, that offense did put up numbers fantasy-wise. So, again, this is another keep your eye on guy, or take him in the third round and sit on him.
Yeah, I like him a lot. So we'll just keep moving, man.
Yeah.
Try to pick it up. Kansas City coming up.
Well, I just want to say, so that is the end of round 5.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm doing this because I'm going to cut the rounds in the segment.
51 minutes.
That's cute.
So that's the end of round